Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Cathartic Psychic Healer. I know it's been a while, but I'm back. I had some things going on in life, but with this going on, I decided to do an Earth reading. This is a reading for the entire Earth with this coronavirus pandemic going on. So I'm gonna get right into it. Okay. So first we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords represents depression, accident, possible revelation, and mental regeneration forthcoming. So the earth itself is being cleansed. And although there are all these deaths and things like that, it's being cleansed for the better. It's unfortunate that people are dying. That's really unfortunate. Let me make that clear. And but depression and things like that are settling in because now we don't have this human contact. My It's actually funny because my intuition has been going off, going more haywire. Usually, I have to be like come in close contact with people for it to for me to have visions, but actually more separation has caused my visions to go haywire, and and that's partly in due because this is something that's bigger than us, but it's still connected to us, like we're connected to each other. So I couldn't not do this reading because I feel like I can help a lot of people and I can heal a lot of people. So depression will set in. There are going to be like accidents and mistakes and things like that. Um, but there will definitely be like a revelation and mental regeneration coming forward. Next, we have the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is a woman who is perceptive and intelligent, sharp and quick-witted. She has benefited from her knowledge of human suffering. Um, a situation calls for spiritual perception. Professional counseling or self-analysis may be necessary. This is Mother Earth itself. This is Earth itself that is using her intelligence through nature to make the healing process come to an end and move into the future, if you will. And I'm happy that this card came out because this is a very strong card, and it's an feminine energy, and a feminine energy is the life cycle. Next, we have the Ten of Wands, and this came in reverse. So, this is directly, specifically talking to people in general, and the Ten of Wands in reverse means a person with no losses. So, be wary of people and how they may act. Use your senses when you're out. Use your senses, use your eyesight, use your body language, or pick up on someone else's body language to like identify people who will act crazy during this cleansing, or who think that they can just get away with anything while this is going on. So just let's come together and just try to look out for each other when we're out in public. The Tower represents disaster before change, and it's so interesting that this card came up because we're in the disaster right now, and actually the worst hasn't happened yet, but it's going to make people break down their values and to more so identify what's important and what's not important. Um, the old ways are of no longer value, and this runs across the board with everyone, down to like essential workers, people who aren't working, all the way up to like the presidency in each country, because that says the old way is not working. And um, now that we have to stay home and we have to have this, we have to have money to keep the economy going. Um, I think that now, like political leaders are really looking at now, especially in America, universal basic income. Like other countries have it, but America has been hit hard with this recession, and this coronavirus is really going to. It could possibly make people snap, and that can be a part of the disaster as well. Not just the virus itself, not just the economy itself, but the like psyche of people, the mentality of people, and people who have been suffering the most before this coronavirus. Um, there are definitely unseen forces at work. So um, Things may seem a little bad. There are unseen forces at work. There are very humbling events, awesome powers that demand attention. Um, this is a really it's a really good card to have despite the disaster, but that's the reality of the situation. Not being pessimistic, but I'm trying to teach you how to cope, to teach you how to cope because I feel like I have the ability. My voice is very powerful, and I feel like I have the ability to teach people who don't know how. Next, we have the Eight of Wands, and this is really okay. The Eight of Wands is like, and the Ten of Wands. If you notice, the hands are upside down, so that means there's going to be. I've already had visions. I didn't even have to pull cards for this. There's going to be a lot of violence. There's going to be a lot of violence. The Eight of Wands in reverse represents violence, jealousy, discord, and delay. There may be riots. There may be people who are jealous because some people are getting more money. Just being cut off will make people violent. Things being delayed will make people violent. So just remember that this is a humanity crisis. This is the mentality of people who aren't even sick, who don't have the coronavirus or anything like that, or just be mindful of those people and try to like look out for those people and try to deter it as much as possible. Like, and I'm specifically talking about mass shootings and things like that. That there were like over 200 mass shootings in America like last year, and I think we need to be careful and safe, and we need to have this universal language amongst each other when we see that someone is acting unstable. Okay, the Empress is the Lady of the Zodiac. However, it's in reverse, so that means unbalanced instincts. So your instincts may be off because of this. You may waste energy because of distorted instinct. So just try to think about logic. Try not to be selfish. Try to restrain emotions. And don't think about envy, despair, dissipation, and failure, or hopelessness. Don't think about those things. Just try to be hopeful. Try to be mindful of your instincts. Don't let your judgment be clouded because of this virus. Don't let your judgment be clouded. Don't let your instincts. Don't second guess your instincts, but just don't act on them impulsively. But overall, everything is going to work out. I had to do this reading, and I'm just going to like pray and hope for the best for everybody. I am Cathartic Psychic Healer. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share.